Hi, and welcome. So, Trump is now lying and saying that he never knew, that he has nothing to do, okay, about this whole alien insurrection act or from 1778, I believe. Um, let's get into that to see what is going on. I think we all know that he did sign it, okay? But the thing is, we see that he's now trying to backtrack and pretend like he doesn't know anything about it, because it feels like he is definitely putting all of this onto Marco Rubio, because he continues to keep saying that it was Marco Rubio who did it, okay? But before that, I wanted to just see what was going on with the prisoners, to see if, are they going to get out? Is somebody going to get them out of there? What's going to happen to the other ones? What's going to happen to the other Venezuelan, they're not prisoners. The Venezuelan women that were deported back to Venezuela because they weren't able to admit them into the that prison, that maximum prison in El Salvador. So let's get into it. So what I was picking up was that for me, it feels like they get them all out. And it feels like it's not America. It doesn't even feel like there's anybody that that has something to do with America. I feel like maybe people in America are trying to get them out, but I don't feel like it's them or anybody here, any type of activists or lawyers that are able to get these particular men out. It feels like it's not a country, but maybe it could be the UN or something like that. Like something, it feels like more international, that are able to get these men out of that El Salvadorian maximum security prison. And what I'm getting is, it feels like this year, it feels like later on this year, maybe September, it feels like they're out, because it doesn't feel that they're in there. Feels like they're in there for 5 months, but it doesn't feel like they're in there for 6 months. Okay, it feels like somewhere in between that time. So I'm picking up maybe closer to like September, somewhere around that time frame, that they will be able to get them out. And so, but I was also picking up that was just surrounding the situation, because I know he's saying that he didn't do it, and then just like not even like a few days before that, he was already talking about how Biden were signing things with AutoPen. So we have that part to it all, but the thing what I was picking up was so weird, because I'm just like, I don't feel like this is like just something he can think of. I just don't feel like he's that intelligent. And I don't feel he doesn't know anything about the government. He doesn't know anything about policies. Like, he knows nothing. You see that he hasn't crafted or wanted to do anything to put through Congress. Everything that he's doing is through executive order. But what I was picking up as far as that, what happened was, it feels like, see, he has people around him, or like, he's evil, but like, just there's just people around him who are just also vacant of like any type of like morals, or like, so it just feels in the races on top of it. So it just feels like more of, they wanted them out. They went to the somebody went to the judge advocating for this to stop. The judge said stop. Whoever was around him, that they didn't want it to stop. Okay, and probably thought that this was like something that would like highlight them to Trump by coming up with this this idea. And so I just feel like it was just more of like, well, you know what, we should do the Alien Insurrection Act, and you know, and he was just like, yeah, sure, and signed it. Like, that's what it just feels like. Like, that's just what it was. And then now he's just completely backtracking and pretending like that he doesn't even know what it was. Even though we have plenty of proof proving he signed it. He knew about it, and he did know about it. So, what's the next question I have here? I said, where are any of these? Oh, I definitely wanted to know because they kept saying they're gang members. And so, and I believe they took like 200 people that way, and one put them on a plane for deportation. But what I am picking up, I'm not necessarily picking up. There might be like 1 or 2 or maybe 10 inside of that group, but I feel like the majority of the people there are not criminals. Like, I don't really feel like that the majority of the people that were sent to that maximum prison were criminals. Like, I'm just not picking that up. Like, yeah, there could have been some in there, like, but I'm not. It's like the overwhelming feeling that I am picking up is that those men and women, who all the people that they deported, of that entire group, it does not feel that they were criminals. But again, there might have been a few in there. I feel like there might have been one. So I'm just like, maybe it's just because of there was about 200 people. So, but I feel like the number is so small that it just doesn't make yeah. So that's what I'm picking up, that there are a lot of people over there that's in that prison that definitely should not be there. Will America... Oh, this is a good question. So I wanted to know, like, even after all of this, like, will America suffer any repercussions from any of this? What has been done by sending those people to that prison? And so what I was picking up is, yes, there will be repercussions from this, but I'm not picking up there's not going to be repercussions to this until next year sometime. I'm getting April in particular. And I will tell you this, in a lot of readings that I've been doing, like, there just seems like there is a lot going on around this time. It just seems like there's a lot going on. I want to say it seems like everything is like kind of like on this like rolling gradual thing, like starting at the beginning of January, but it feels like it is something going on in I would say March, April, May. It just feels like there's something is happening, because it seems like there's a lot of things happening to a lot of people. I even mentioned this in my Elon Musk reading that I did, that there's something happening with him around this time too that we all need to watch out for. But as far as when it comes to this in particular, there's something in April that happens of next year that we will there will be repercussions against America for sending those people to that El Salvadorian prison. Okay, so but I put a little note here too. Because I put down, we know in February. Okay. So what I am picking up from this, so I'll go in more detail about that. So what I was picking up when it comes to February, I feel like in the month of February, we kind of have an idea that there's something coming down, there's something coming our way. And to prepare, but I feel like it happens in April. But I feel like it starts something regarding this subject begins in February about possibilities of something that might happen as far as that, because I feel. Well, I'll do another reading about that because it's just that's a whole other subject of what I'm picking up as far even as 2040 of what will be happening. And I'll do another reading on that for you guys. So will they get them all out? And what I was picking up, that they will get them out. They will get all of these people out. I don't know if I mentioned that, but yeah, they'll get all of these people out that I am picking up. Will they send any more? And they won't send any more. We won't send any more people to that El Salvadorian maximum prison. So that's a good thing. Now, what happens with Marco Rubio because of all of this? And what I am getting from this is nothing. I'm not picking up nothing happens. And, that judge said that they might be in contempt or, in violation of the Constitution. But I'm not picking up that nothing comes out of it. Even if the judge, it feels like even if the judge does say they're in contempt or in violation of the Constitution, for me, what I'm picking up, it just feels like there still are no repercussions for me. Like, I feel like nothing happens at all. Like, nothing at all happens. They're not held responsible by our government or our courts for what they did. Like, I just feel like if there is something, it just feels like it's just talking. That's what it just feels like. Like they just said words. As far as it comes, like when it comes to the judge's ruling, I just feel like they're just words and not being followed. So I feel like nothing, I'm not getting anything comes from that. Also, does Rubio take the fall for the deportation? And I am getting, no, not necessarily. But it seems like he is definitely trying to push it on him and direct everybody's attention towards Marco Rubio. But I'm not picking up that Rubio takes the fall for any of this. Again, I don't feel like anybody does. Like, I don't feel like our system will do anything at all. And I feel like the way that we get repercussions from it is from outside forces, not because of we did the right thing here. It feels like there's outside forces coming in to make something right, okay? And again, they're just doing something to us. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like, and so it doesn't really matter at the end, but it feels like it's still like a step towards something, like of somebody being not afraid to go up against America. Okay, so that's what I feel like is more important around that time between February and April of next year. It's just more about somebody's actually standing up, like standing up and doing something, and not, batting his bullying, batting away all that bullying that he does, and standing up that way. I feel like there's actually action that comes. And so what I also wanted to know, because to me this is like this really weird area, because it's like Marco Rubio is of Latin descent, and it's just like, how could you do this to your own people? I know they're not Cuban, but why would you do this to your own community? Like, how could you do this? Because there's, I believe, a huge Venezuelan population down there in Florida, and honestly, I don't see how he can do that. But I asked that question, and what I kept picking up from that is that he is perfectly fine with the actions and the things that he is doing as far as deportation. I don't feel like he is feeling any. Like, I feel like he feels something, but at the same time, it doesn't matter, because he is wanting this position instead, in the proximity to this power and things like that. So it just feels like that's more important than how these people feel, okay? And I was also picking up that I just kept getting this impression that Trump is using him to hurt his own people. I mean, if like, that's really like colonizing type of mentality, that he's using Marco to hurt his own community, because maybe it's more palatable, in because it feels like if maybe he had somebody who's white possibly doing this, maybe it would, for him, maybe it feels like it would look a little bit differently. Okay, opposed to Rubio being there. It's like the same thing, like as far as he only puts black people in the position of HUD because you have the word urban inside of it, and it just doesn't even mean that. So it's the same thing because he feels that by putting somebody black in there, to hurt the black community. Like that's why he does things like that. To me, I feel like he's just a pussy. Like he's too much of a pussy. Like if you're gonna do it. Stop trying to put your people in here to make them do it. Just do it. Put the other people in there that you want to do it. I think it's just all for show. So that's what I am picking up. Like, because I just feel like Marco. If you ever seen that movie Django, like, and that character of Samuel L. Jackson, the character that he played over there at Candyland, like that's what Marco feels like to me. Like that particular character, like he doesn't care, at the end of the day. It's just the proximity to that power there. So he is willing to go against his own community if it means that his life is going to be okay. So that's what I am getting for that particular topic on the Venezuelan men and women that were deported. So if you got this far, I would say thank you so much for watching, and follow me, subscribe to my channel, like, comment. All right, thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching. For the full video and more in-depth readings, visit our website at habitstarot.love. Now, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and our newsletter. Link is in the description for exclusive updates and insights. Your support helps us continue to bring you valuable content. Thank you and see you next time.